Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to Rob's Rig. Today, I'm going to be unboxing the Air Raid cold air intake because it's the best one, I think, for the Jeep. Either the Wrangler, the Gladiator, it doesn't matter. And the reason is it gives you sound and it gives you good performance. Now, real quick, here is the part number in case anybody is interested in it. I will leave a link down below if you want to check it out. But we're going to do a bit of an unboxing to see exactly what they give us with this cold air intake. So, first of all, no damage to the box or anything, so that's a good sign. Always have to worry about that these days when you get anything, it seems. I've had a few parts delivered that have had shipping damage. So, nothing on this one, and that's good. A testament to their packaging, I guess, or maybe the handling of it by the shipping company. I think this came FedEx, I think. Okay. Go ahead and see what we've got in here. First of all, the prerequisite shipping material, I guess. In this case, it's like paper. Wow, and there is quite a bit of it. Let's get that out of the way. Then, first off, we've got a package of clamps and things. Let's open that up because we're going to want to make sure that, of course, we got everything that we need for a successful install. And what we've got here looks like 4 clamps, 2 big ones, 2 little ones. This is for the hose that we're going to put into the tube. We've got a couple of other fasteners. This has always been the worst part of this intake for me, and it's where the mass airflow sensor fits. It'd be nice if they sent this with this already installed, but you have to put this in, and that can be kind of a bear. And then some feet for the bottom of the new box, and of course a whole bunch of other fasteners and things. So looks like we have everything. And then there is a plastic cover, it says Air Raid on it, that goes over the box as well. Now we have some instructions which you won't need if you watch this video. And we have the box itself. Want to make sure that this looks good. In the past, I've noticed a few little quality issues with the process. This one actually looks pretty good. I don't see any real issues with this. Maybe a little, could have been finished up a little bit better here on the top if I'm being picky, but looks pretty good otherwise. I'll set that aside. And then we have the end where the filter is going to connect to the tube. And then we have a couple of couplings, one for where the tubing goes in for the filter, and another that I believe, I'll have to refresh myself, goes around the throttle body where the tube for the intake is going to connect. Then we have the tube itself, and a couple of things to look for on here. You have the area where the hose is going to go in here. You want to make sure that that threads in nicely, and it seems that it does, so that's a win. And then up here we have where this little washer thing goes in here, and this is what has always been a pain to put in. This is where the mass airflow sensor is going to sit. So that looks good to me. I don't see any cracking or issues. Actually looks really good. And then lastly, we've got the filter here. Now I'm not sure what the media is, if it's oiled or not. So let's pop this open and find out, because I'm curious myself. And it's like hermetically sealed for some reason. Okay. see what we've got. It is wrapped. It does appear to be oiled. I can see some oil in there, so not a bad thing. I know some people have issue with oiled filters. I think as long as it's not real thick, you don't really have any problem with that. They give you a couple stickers, an air raid sticker, and then a do not discard the air filter. Vehicles equipped with a non-disposable air filter. So it would be oiled. Me personally, I would simply replace these as opposed to re-oiling them. Just something I don't really care to do. This one does not look like it is thickly oiled, which is good. So we shouldn't have any flinging off, if you will, onto the mass airflow sensor. And that is it. That is everything out of the box. Go ahead, we won't need this anymore. And we probably will store the OEM version in this box, so I guess I will keep this for when I take it off. This gives me a good way to store it should I ever want to put it back on for any reason, anything like that. Now, let me grab a towel. That oil is on the outside of the packaging, so just like to get that off my hand so I'm not slipping and sliding around all the parts, right? The instructions, let's take a look in here real quick, see what they give us, whether they're color printed or black and white. I always prefer the color printed style. It's easier to read. They did give us another air raid sticker, and let's find out. Are we colored? No, we are black and white, as you can see here. Not a big deal. And then they give us a performance readout for what this is supposed to do as far as increasing the performance of the vehicle. It looks here like we get an additional 12 horsepower, says here on the top, at 5,500 RPM, and an additional 10.21 pound or 10.2 pound-feet of torque at 4,086 RPM. So that's what we're supposed to gain. I'll have to pay attention again to see if I really feel that in the Jeep. I don't know. And that's it. That's the whole kit. Now, we are going to split this into two videos. I know people hate when you do this, so this is part one, the unboxing. Part two is going to be the actual install. And the first thing that we're going to do, I think, and I recommend everybody always does, and that is disconnect the negative terminal here on the battery. And then before I take out the intake itself, I'm going to go ahead and remove the mass airflow sensor. That should be able to be done by rotating after you disconnect it. We'll get into that in the next video, but after you disconnect it, you want to rotate this little arm here down to the bottom or a quarter turn, and then you should be able to pull it out. On the last one that I did on the Gladiator, I tried to remove that outside with the intake outside of the vehicle. It was very cumbersome to hold on to, and I ended up breaking the MAF sensor, and I had to go buy another one. Fortunately, Advanced Auto Parts carries those, so I was able to pick one up for a cool $30-some. Anyway, that is the unboxing of the Air Raid cold air intake for the Jeep. Make sure you tune in on the next video, and I'll show you how it's installed. Real quick, don't forget, smash that subscribe button, and we'll see you next time on the web. Bye.